A heavy lance lowers toward the isolated leader near Stirling Castle. The English knight charges across the marshy ground, fighting the resistance of the terrain. His horse hooves sink inches.
This single moment changes the destiny of the Northern Kingdom forever.
Subscribe to Ancient and Medieval Warfare to witness the ultimate clash.
The axe splits the helmet, and the great battle officially begins. It is the summer of 1314.
The war for Scottish independence has raged for many long years.
The monarch marches north to relieve the siege of the castle.
His massive army numbers over 15,000 men at arms. 2,000 armored cavalry form the tip of his spear.
The Scottish sovereign waits in the woods of the new park.
He commands a smaller force of only 6,000 troops. His men are disciplined spearmen, trained in the deadly Schiltron. The terrain is chosen to negate the English numerical advantage.
The Bannockburn protects the eastern flank of the Scottish position.
Soft, boggy ground makes cavalry charges difficult and dangerous.
The Scots dig pits to break the legs of horses.
Caltrops are scattered to maim the charging English steeds.
The English vanguard arrives on the 23rd of June.
They are overconfident and underestimate the resolve of the defenders. A tactical error leads the English into a cramped position.
The Scottish infantry blocks the path to the besieged castle.
Iron-tipped pikes form an impenetrable wall against the cavalry. English horses refuse to charge onto the sharp points.
Confusion spreads through the ranks of the invading army.
The English withdraw to the wet ground of the Carse. They spend a sleepless night on the muddy, tidal plain.
Morale plummets as the tide rises around their camp.
The Scottish army remains on the higher, dry ground.
They pray and sharpen their weapons under the cover of darkness.
Dawn breaks on the 24th, the feast of St. John.
The English are astonished to see the Scots advance.
Three massive Schiltrons march out from the tree line.
They move in silence and perfect order toward the enemy.
The English monarch hurriedly orders his knights to mount up.
The narrow front prevents the English from deploying their full strength. The English vanguard crashes against the solid wall of spears.
The impact sounds like a massive clap of thunder. Pikes pierce armor and unseat the riders from their saddles.
The English rear cannot move forward to support the front. They are packed so tightly that they cannot lift weapons. English archers try to fire from the back lines. Their arrows strike their own knights in the chaotic melee.
Dawn. The commander orders his light cavalry to the field.
They charge the exposed English archers from the flank.
The bowmen scatter and flee, leaving the knights helpless.
The Scottish Schiltrons push forward with relentless, crushing pressure.
The English line begins to buckle under the immense weight.
Panic seizes the soldiers trapped against the muddy burn.
Men are pushed into the water and drown in armor. The stream is soon bridged by the bodies of the fallen.
The English monarch realizes the day is lost and flees. His departure signals the total collapse of the English army.
Thousands are cut down in the rout that follows.
The English loss is catastrophic and absolute on this day.
Stirling Castle surrenders to the victors shortly after the battle.
The myth of English invincibility is shattered in the mud.
This victory secures the survival of the Scottish realm.
The war continues, but the kingdom remains free.
Tactical brilliance overcame brute strength on the fields of Bannockburn.